All right, all right. Hello, welcome back to today's live reading of You're Strong Enough for This. Um, I believe I missed last week's. We've had a lot going on in our family. Somebody very close to me who I love and adore has been in the hospital with some emergency health situations. And I'm really happy to say that since then, they've shown some progress. They're still being monitored, but this is how life goes for so many of us, right? We want black and white. We want there to be an end and a beginning to everything, but it doesn't always happen like that. It's often that we're sitting in kind of a limbo, and it's about how we navigate that. So, just it's like a really important time for me to get back to my message and to stay tapped in because I know that I am not alone in dealing with these situations. Um, I was just looking, we are on chapter 16, and there are only a total of 18 chapters. So I'm going to go to about the 15-minute mark and see where that takes me because it might take me to the very end. All right. I'm not sure. So we're going to play it by ear. If you are watching live, if anything jumps out at you or provokes a thought or a spark, as I like to say, when you get some sort of creative idea, or if something comes to you about your own experience that you learned from, share it. I want this to be a conversation. I want us to engage with each other, to learn from each other, to help others through our earned wisdom, through the things that we've endured and learned through and become more resilient because of. Okay, so this chapter, we're actually in part 5, the final part of the book, Becoming Your Strongest Self. The focus of this part is stepping fully into your power, embracing self trust, and creating a life that reflects our values, strengths, and deepest desires. This is everything. This is what I do. This is the work that I will commit the rest of my life to, is helping other people become their strongest, healthiest, most vibrant versions of themselves. Chapter 16, the person you're meant to be. You are already becoming that person. Stop waiting, start becoming. So many of us spend our lives waiting for the perfect moment, the ideal circumstances, or that mythical level of confidence to finally arrive before we give ourselves permission to show up fully. But here's the truth: the perfect moment isn't coming. And the person you're waiting to become, they're not in the future. They're already in motion right now inside of you. You don't need to be more ready, more accomplished, or more put together. You just need to decide. This chapter is your rally cry. It's about waking up to the power you already hold in this exact moment. It's about choosing on purpose the actions, habits, and mindset that align your future self now, not later. It's about showing up to your own life with conviction, clarity, and the kind of boldness that makes you unshakable. I just had a fantastic coffee with a powerhouse woman who just gave me so many little crumbs of wisdom and like showed me so many new ways of looking at situations that was so empowering and just opened my mind even bigger and made me realize even more potential. And that's what we could do for each other. That's what we have the power to do, is to inspire and provoke this new belief in other people about what's possible, about what they're capable of. So I want to do that with each other, especially using the narrative of this book. No more waiting, no more permission slips. This is your next level. Let's go. Let's go to the someday version of yourself, or let go of the someday version of yourself. Most people, I'm sorry, my hair is driving me crazy. It's all over the place. Most people carry around a future version of themselves they aspire to become. They tell themselves, I can't wait until I feel confident. Someday I'll have it all figured out. As soon as I'm ready, I'll do what I have to in order to get what I want. Being raised by two incredible humans, both of whom tragically lost brothers unexpectedly at younger ages, I witnessed firsthand what it meant to live without taking time for granted. My parents naturally carried a mindset that tomorrow is not guaranteed. I hardly ever heard them procrastinate on big decisions or hesitate when it came to making moves that would impact all of our lives. There was an unspoken belief in taking a leap, in doing the thing, because there was no better time than now. And I can tell you, I have felt that message in my bones for as long as I can remember. Here's the truth: confidence doesn't come before action, it's built through action. Taking inspired action fuels your confidence in a way that overthinking, over planning, risk analyzing, and obsessing over worst case scenarios never will. Speaking from experience, the person you're meant to become isn't standing at the finish line waiting for you. That version of you doesn't exist yet and won't until you create it. Now, picture this: you've got two buttons in front of you. One, wait for better timing. Two, easy. Now imagine me hyped up, pointing energetically to the button number two, like your life depends on it. Because in some ways it kind of does. Here's the thing: all of those reasons that you've been clinging to, the ones that keep you stuck in someday mode, they'll take more energy than just taking action. And let's be clear, easy doesn't mean effortless. It means it might still feel like jumping out of an airplane, but it's action. And action moves you closer to the life, outcome, or results that you truly want. So much faster. How to step into your strongest self now. Number one, act like your future self today. If you envision yourself as someone who is confident, healthy, and successful, what decisions would make that version of you? What decisions would that version of you make today? All right. If you're already all of those things, how would that affect how you show up today? How would they show up? Start aligning your daily choices, habits, routines with who you want to become. So, a lot of the times it's like, oh, I don't have energy. You might be heavier than you want to be, overweight, not in the same condition. Imagine you were healthier. Imagine you were 5, 10 pounds lighter. Imagine you were eating more nutritious food. Imagine you're drinking enough water. Imagine you getting enough sleep. How would you show up? Right? You'd probably have more energy. You'd probably be kinder. You'd probably be more patient. Show up as that person before that is your reality, and you will see that your results will change to match how you show up. Show up as that person today, and the results will follow. All right. Imagine your future self has finally made the leap. You're thriving in that new career, doing meaningful work, earning more, and waking up actually excited, not caffeinated. Now ask yourself, what would that version of you keep researching for the next 6 months? Tweaking in LinkedIn, tweaking the LinkedIn bio for the 17th time, or endlessly rewatching career advice on YouTube. I'm going to start over because even I was like, what am I saying? Okay, imagine your future self has finally made the leap. You're thriving in that new career path, doing meaningful work, earning more, and waking up actually excited, not just caffeinated. Now ask yourself, would that version of you keep researching for 6 more months, tweaking their LinkedIn bio for the 17th time, or endlessly rewatching career advice on YouTube? Or would they be updating their resume, sending the email, booking the informational call, or finally launching the damn website? Future you isn't waiting to be ready. They're building momentum by taking action right now, probably while feeling a little nervous, but doing it anyway. Number two, stop holding on to old versions of yourself. This is the worst, in my opinion. And I'm probably guilty of it. It's so much easier to see than other people than yourself. See if you relate to this. Number 2, stop holding on to old versions of yourself. Growth means outgrowing old identities, limiting beliefs, and habits that no longer serve you. You don't have to be the same person you were last year, last month, or even last week. No matter what anyone else tells you about who you really are, just because others hold on to that past doesn't mean you have to. Let's say you used to be the reliable one, the person who said yes to everything, kept the peace, and put everyone else's needs ahead of their own. That identity may have served you once, but now it's burning you out. You want more time, more space, more boldness, but people still treat you like the always available, never needs anything version of you from 5 years ago. Here's the truth: you don't owe anyone consistency at the cost of your own growth. Let me say that again. You don't owe anyone consistency at the cost of your own growth. You get to change. You get to reintroduce yourself. You get to outgrow roles that were built for a version of you that no longer fits. Update the script. And if someone doesn't like the new version of you, that's their discomfort, not your responsibility. Number 3, make decisions that align with your core values. Ask yourself, does this decision bring me closer to or further away from the life I want? When in doubt, trust that you already know the answer. Let's say you're offered a new project at work. It comes with visibility, maybe even a bonus, but it also means late night weekend emails and saying goodbye again to that boundary you swore you'd protect. If your values include family, time with family, protecting your peace, or building something of your own on the side, the shiny opportunity might actually be a distraction in disguise. I've never fallen for this type of distraction. I'm sorry. I've nearly fallen for this type of distraction on a few occasions, and that is being extremely sarcastic. I love shiny things. I love distractions. But we need to be mindful and aware. Does this move the needle closer to what I want? Because there's only so much time, only so much energy that you have to give to things. So make it count. This is where alignment gets real. It's not always about saying yes to what looks good. It's about saying yes to what feels right. Even if it's the less sparkly option, even if it's a little scary. Because peace, freedom, and fulfillment, they don't show up through default. They show up when your values start making your decisions for you. Number 4, own your power and stop playing small. Let's say you're in a meeting, a group chat, or a room full of people, and you have an idea, a great one. But instead of sharing it, you shrink. You wait. You tell yourself someone else will say it better. Or maybe it's not that important. But here's the thing: you're not being humble, you're hiding. And no one's going to burst in with a gold envelope and say, "Congrats, it's your time to be bold. You've been patient. You're so humble." You have to claim it for yourself. Want more for yourself? Say it out loud. Got a perspective? Share it. Have a dream that feels a little too big? Perfect. Now you're in the right room. You don't need permission to take up space. You just need to decide that you're playing small isn't your style anymore. Final thoughts. You are ready now. The strongest version of you isn't hiding in the future. It's already being built right here, right now, with every decision you make. The question isn't if you'll rise into the version of yourself. The question is, will you choose it today or keep hoping that life will somehow do the work for you? Because here's the truth: life will shake you, it will test you, it won't always ask if you're ready. It'll just show up with a plot twist. So why not be ready now? Why not build the mindset, the muscles, and the momentum before you need it? You don't have to wait for permission. You don't need another sign. You are the sign. You are the moment. You are ready. So step forward, not someday, not when things calm down, but now. Let this be the day you stopped waiting and you started becoming. Reflection prompts. At the end of every chapter, I added some reflection prompts. This is a way for you to embody kind of the lessons or the information that I'm sharing with you and apply it to your own life. Okay, so try to create a space or a routine or a habit of having quiet time for yourself so that you can focus and you can hear your own small inner voice because you have wisdom, you have knowledge, only you know what you value, what you desire, what you truly want out of this life. And when you can hear that voice, answer these questions, it will be transformational. Okay. So, reflection prompts, which I titled Step into the Becoming. Number one, what qualities does your future self embody that you haven't fully owned yet? And how can you start practicing them today? An example of how I applied this: public speaking, love public speaking, wanted to do more public speaking. So then I thought, okay, my future self is a well-established keynote speaker. So what does that mean? Well, I should really work on my public speaking skills, network with other public speakers, um, come up with a few different speech topics, come up with a few different speeches, doing things as though I'm already that person, as I'm becoming that person. So, what qualities does your future self embody that you haven't fully owned yet? And how can you start practicing them today? You start building the confidence, you start building the character or the traits of that person by doing the do, by taking the action and embodying what that person is all about. Number two, what would shift in your life if you fully embrace the idea that you're already becoming that person? Number three, what does it look like to act as if in your current season? Number four, how would your day change if you started it with full belief in your potential? No self doubt, no shit talking yourself, excuse my language. You just started with full belief in yourself. This saying I keep saying all over social media and maybe in a movie, I feel like I've just been seeing it a lot, was walk into the room like God sent you. All right. And at the bottom of this chapter, I added a progression mantra. Progression mantra. I am ready. I am always becoming. I choose aligned action, bold beliefs, and the version of me I'm ready to step into right now. You are ready. You are always becoming, and it's your choice to choose the actions of embodying it, of believing it, of having full faith in yourself, of showing up that way. It's all up to you. It always has been. You are the hero of your story. All right, so that went to the 20 minutes, so I'm not going to continue on. Next time, I'm going to start chapter 17, which is much shorter, but stay tuned. I will be keeping that. We have 2 more chapters left, and then I will be done doing all of the live readings from this book, You're Strong Enough for This, a real world guide to building resilience and becoming who you were meant to be. With love from Kate Hansen. Can you see it? Kate Hansen. All right. Much love, everybody. Take care of yourself. And as one of my good friends says, God bless.